Hi everyone, and welcome to the Scorpio Illumination Reading. This is I'm Illuminated Tarot, a place for you to better connect with and illuminate your own personal spiritual importance. So hi everyone and welcome. This reading is truly general and timeless. So whenever you come across this reading, the message is for you. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at right now what your energy is like, what's going on around you, and any blocks that you may be looking at facing, and what spirit would like you to, basically the advice the spirit's giving you to help overcome them so that you can be your most authentic, brightest, and most illuminated self. So Scorpio, you have the Eight of Cups as your internal energy. So you're looking at possibly walking away from something that isn't emotionally fulfilling anymore. Now, we have some big hitting cards here coming up for you guys. Okay, so right off the bat, before we get into taking a look at the block, what I'm going to say right now is you guys have a beautiful opportunity to walk, I think, to be very clear as to what no longer is fulfilling for you on an emotional level. And I think many of you maybe have been reflective. I think we've all been a little reflective with both Mars retrograde, being retrograde since October. So we've all kind of felt this slowdown in how we take action. And then actually Mercury being retrograde as well, which started in the end of December and ends closer to the end of January here. So we have a lot of kind of backward looking energy. And I think for many of you, you've used this time to really get to that place where on an emotional level, you are feeling now what is no longer working, what it's time now to move on from. And the beautiful thing is that in your external environment, you have the Queen of Cups. And this is a nurturing, maternal, unconditional, loving energy. It's also one where you can get into a place of really honoring your cup. What is in your cup? If you notice in this picture here, the individual, you see the 8 cups, but one cup is missing. And that's the cup that the individual decides to pull away his own cup from these other ones and move on. And that's the beauty over here, is that this individual truly honoring their cup. And what's in your cup? The cup is your needs, your dreams, your desires, your hopes, all the things that are unique to you that emotionally engage you with your life. Now, what I can see here is there's been a little bit of avoidance of really honoring what that great hope, dream, wish for yourself is, and you are about to have it revealed to you. So for many of you, this could be that maybe you've told yourself you aren't. This could be after many years of being in unfulfilling relationships, you told yourself, that beautiful romantic partner with, the house on the hill and the 2 children just isn't for you. And so you've been trying to avoid that by kind of not allowing yourself to feel into that star. And this is going to be that point where, let's say if this was an example for you, something this week is going to illuminate, or this week, or whenever you're watching this video, something around this time period is going to illuminate for you that need. Something will probably trigger you to say, you know what, it's time. I can't do this anymore. I can't keep telling myself that this isn't for me, because that's what the 7 of Swords says here with the star, that it's not for me. I don't want to face it. I don't want to face it. I'm not pursuing something that is so important and integral to my life experience. And I love that you have the 2 of Cups here. So the 2 of Cups is your main block right now. The 2 of Cups is intimate, it's equal. It can be very supportive and loving partnership. It's also very vulnerable. It's 2 individuals that come together, each with their cup, and they share it with each other. So it's really what I like to see as a healthy union. And now this could be friendship, this could be business partnership, this could be even relationships within your own family. But the fact that it's a block, I think for many of you with the 8 of Cups coming in right after this, is that it's somehow you have, and here's a 9 of Cups. Okay, we'll go into this in just a second here. So I think for many of you, the bigger issue here really comes down to there's a fear around connecting yourself with others because of, again, the 8 of Cups here. there's something that you need to walk away from. There's something that no longer is serving you. And there may be this point where you have to lean on others during this time period. And I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna go turn on the light real fast. It looks like this video is getting a little hazy here. I hope that helps with the image quality. I'm filming when it's at dusk right now. So, okay. Anyways, get back in. So there's something here around perhaps with the Two of Cups not wanting to connect with others because on a vulnerable level, you do need help to walk away from something, or you need the support of another. And that can be very difficult. It can be very difficult also for us when we're kind of in this place of understanding that something is no longer working for us to actually connect with others, because we are in this place of trying to evaluate where we want to go. How are we going to make this work? Now, the beautiful thing here is that Spirit has, at the heart of your reading, advice. It says, really take a look at the Five of Swords energy. Now, generally, Five of Swords energy is actually kind of a combative energy. It can be one where we are looking to win at all costs, where we're looking to really state our opinions and stand by them. But what can be really interesting when we look at the positive aspect of the Five of Swords is when you hold your ground, is when on a mental place you are very clear as to what is yours and what is not. So other people may come and try to convince you to do something or not do something, but you yourself are ready to kind of do battle almost on a mental plane with, this is what I stand for, this is what I want, this is what I can't put up with anymore, and I'm going to really hold true to that. Because then as you move in, on the other side of that, you have the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. The Two of Pentacles is the day-to-day tasks, but it can also be learning to prioritize what is important to you. And with the Nine of Cups, you go from the Eight of Cups here, which is coming up twice, to the Nine of Cups. That's the individual here. He's taking his cup, which is the ninth cup, and he's making a wish. This is where we get to really dive deep into what is directly attached to our star. Why, if we're going to walk away from something, then what are we walking towards? And that's a really powerful perspective. When we're not just sitting there in a point of frustration saying, I don't know what to do, I just can't be here. It's when you realize, well, what is it? What are you not allowing yourself to connect with here and here? And what really do you want? You see this individual with the Eight of Cups, and he's almost like looking at all of them like, what happened? I put so much time and energy and effort into this. I tried my best to commit and to share myself and to pour my emotions into whatever this was, but it didn't work. It's not fulfilling. So whatever this is, this could be for some of you that you're realizing right now that you've tried to connect on an intimate level and the relationship just isn't working, and it's time for you to stand your ground. Or you've realized that a work environment is not working and it's time for you're having a problem connecting because it's no longer working. I mean, this could be where, when you think about it, if you've, let's say, been doing something for a long time, and I can speak to this personally because I did get to a point in my previous career path, which feels like a lifetime ago now, but I was in restaurant operational management for many years, and it was a very stressful, fast-paced environment. And what I first loved about the industry was that I did get to connect with people. I got to connect with many different people from all over the world because I worked in very busy establishments, and I loved providing great customer service. I loved working with the staff. But then it got to a point where I could no longer do this. I could no longer authentically connect with others. There was a part of me where I didn't feel like there was equal give and take, but there was also the part of me where it was because I was burned out, because it was no longer fulfilling for me. I couldn't give it my best. I couldn't bring my truest self to the table, and I couldn't have that intimate connection anymore. And I knew that it was that when that happened, I knew that I no longer felt that emotional connection, where it was basically like, well, I don't care anymore. I don't care if these people have a good experience because I'm just so burned out. because it's no longer making me happy to see them happy. That's when I knew it was time for me to honor what's in my cup and realize that even though I might have to walk away from this and it might be a long journey, I can't lose sight of my star, of my great hope, dream, wish for myself. And so I learned how to prioritize in a different way for myself so that my time and energy and effort, so that I could go forward and make that deep wish for myself. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to just get some clarifiers here. So let's see. Let's dive a little deeper into that Two of Cups. Okay, we have Nine of Cups again. So same card over here. Yeah, it's hard to connect with others when your heart is yearning for more. So for many of you, this can be that you are having a problem authentically connecting with them. I mean, you might even yearn for this feeling right now. You yearn to connect authentically with others or with another or with the work that you do. But yet your heart is yearning for more. There's something about, again, your current situation that isn't supportive of this. Okay, let's take a look at the Eight of Cups. What is going on with the Eight of Cups? Now, I want to tell you that, for many of you who may be sitting here saying, well, I don't want to leave this, or it's too hard to walk away from that. I can tell you that the day I set foot on my path away from kind of everything I had known at that point, the career path I had chosen, the relationships I had been in for, 15 years, when I chose to start to walk away from those things that had no longer emotionally fulfilled me, my whole life opened up and things started to really take shape. And it's really interesting because when I think back to it now from within just 1 year, and so this can be for many of you who need to hear this, for many of you, you may be looking at this going, if I walk away from this job or if I walk away from this individual, I may have to start from scratch all over again. And it may take me a bazillion years to get back to where I was. And maybe that's not worth it. But I can tell you that in 1 year, from the date that I literally walked out the door from my long-term husband at that point, within 1 year, I had met another individual. I was on a totally different career path. And all of a sudden, just within 1 year, my whole life kind of adjusted. It readjusted. It evened itself out because I was finally pursuing and honoring my heart's dream, my heart's wish. And I can say now, looking back, that it's almost incredible how much change has happened, since that year. So in 1 year, everything changed and kind of course corrected itself. And that was 7 years ago now, really almost 10 years ago. But what's happened from then, oh my goodness, I couldn't even describe how blessed I am. But here we have 10 of Coins in the Fountain. Interesting. Yeah, many of you are reevaluating the legacy that you want. And with the Fountain coming in, I love this energy. The Fountain is the energy of going into kind of that place of the 0 point field where everything and nothing is possible. And when we get a chance to tap into almost anything, it's like finding that kind of wormhole in your experience where you get to open it up and see what could be for you, the potential for yourself. The 10 of Coins or 10 of Pentacles is one where you get to see the legacy you want to experience in this world in a tangible form. It's like being able to kind of peel aside the curtain and all of a sudden you see the job, the career path with the money that you want to make, with helping the individuals you want to help. You see the family and the home and the legacy and that level that you want to leave. There's something here for many of you that you do see it. You have the ability to kind of pull back the curtain at this point to see what you want to see. And you know that where you are now is not there. It's not fulfilling. You see the individual looking down at this almost like longingly, like, I don't have it. It's not mine. Now, for some of you, this could be where actually you are looking at what you currently have. And maybe at one point what you currently have, you had thought that this was what you wanted. I wanted all of it. I wanted the house. I wanted the husband or the wife or the partner, or I wanted the career where I was a doctor working, 16-hour days. And now you're looking at it going, but there's so much more. And that's the Fountain. It's that place of realization that there's so much more beyond even just where we thought we could be. But for many of you, this is more about a reevaluation of what this ultimate experience is in the physical for yourself. I think for many of you, you want to level up. And what does that look like for yourself? Okay, so let's take a look at the Five of Swords. Yeah, this is going to be a time period for you that is very illuminating with the sun coming out, and very supportive of you if you choose to really follow yourself. Oh, Ace of Cups, Ace of Coins. Wow. Five of Swords. So this is really saying if you hold your ground, you have a chance for new love and a new opportunity. And they're waiting for you both with the Ace of Coins and the Ace of Cups. Now you have to remember, aces are always the beginning of something. It's like the universe giving you a little handout saying, here you go. If you're willing to have the courage to stand your ground, to stand with your conviction, and to walk away from something, we're going to give you what will bloom into what you are hoping for. So we're going to give you a little seed of something and the loving support that you need. So yeah, so you have a new opportunity in love and just a new opportunity in general. But for many of you, it's having the courage to not get into a place of this kind of avoidance and getting into a place where you're, no, but I can't. It's too much. It's too hard. It might never happen again in this way. And Spirit's saying, no. Stand mentally strong. Kind of align your head with your heart or with your emotional state. Stand in a place where you really don't fight the new love and fight the new opportunity, but instead fight anyone who would deny you that new love and that new opportunity. Okay, so we have Two of Coins, clarifying Two of Coins. Yeah. It's time to look at your day-to-day. This is a balancing act. You notice both individuals here are balancing. And there's an infinity symbol that is often seen in here. And here you can see there's a yin-yang symbol in the background. So this is about balance. It's balancing out your day-to-day, but it's also prioritizing a new opportunity that's coming in, or prioritizing what is important to you. So if that job is no longer important to you, it no longer emotionally fulfills you, it's not part of that dream for yourself, it's not the legacy that you had actually seen yourself wanting to experience, now it's time to start prioritizing putting out resumes, maybe getting a little extra training on the side if that's something that you need to do, talking to recruiters, even talking to personal friends, doing something along those lines to see if there's another outlet for yourself. This can also be, if this is, in a romantic relationship, prioritizing possibly yourself, maybe over another who is no longer supportive of you, or prioritizing maybe joining a dating app or putting yourself out there. But there's something here around really looking at your day-to-day and really picking one thing and going with it. One thing that aligns to this vision for the 10 of Coins for yourself. But with the Two of Coins, clarifying the Two of Coins, I do feel that many of you feel like you're overwhelmed. That can be a feeling of just kind of getting lost in the day-to-day. Like, oh my gosh, it's almost like, you would miss the opportunities coming in for you because there's just so much going on. And this is saying we always have a chance to stop and say, what's important to me? What's part of this is emotionally connecting to the little things that you do every day. And that's what's going to lead to you realizing, oh my gosh, this is what I love. This is what I need more of. And this is what I'm going to start prioritizing. So let's see about this Nine of Cups here. What does Scorpio need to know about the Nine of Cups? Yeah, Three of Wands. Love it. Ships are coming in. So if you can clarify for yourself, and I almost feel a little bit like this is where Spirit is getting you ready. To get ready to be very clear as to what is missing in your life on an emotional level, to put out that heart's wish because your ships are coming in, because an opportunity is coming in for you. But where we can miss an opportunity is when we're not in a place to see it or to be ready. We're in a kind of an avoidance behavior and we're not ready or willing to say, but that can be mine. That opportunity is for me. But you have that opportunity. So this is beautiful. Get very clear as to what this is that you want to bring in for yourself, that heart's wish, and it's going to start being pulled towards you. Beautiful reading. Very powerful. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull a final card here. I'm going to pull a card from Power of Surrender deck because I really think that this is an important thing or an important concept to be courageous enough to surrender to some aspect in our life. And I love it. It says, surrender your belief in scarcity. It says the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. And that really speaks to this right here, the 10 of Pentacles with the fountain. That is beyond your wildest dreams. This is anything is possible, truly. That is what this combination speaks to. Now, whether this is literally for work, something tangible, like I want to make more money or I want to, write a book that sells and people get to feel that, or this is something where it's a belief in scarcity around love or a romantic partnership or support on that level. This is saying either way, if you have to walk away from somebody now, there's going to be somebody that comes in for you. Don't get lost in that feeling of, yeah, but I'll never find another person again. This is saying, you might find a person that blows your socks off, literally, down the line, right around the corner, waiting for you here. So wherever you are holding back because you feel that there's, some level of scarcity, I can't do that because, I might never make this much money again, or I might never meet that kind of person, or I might never experience the same living environment if I move over there. It's something along those lines where it says it's time to get very clear as to what is missing in your life and believe that not only is that possible, but so much more if you have the courage to walk away from something and walk towards something. Beautiful, beautiful reading. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio. I will see you next week for the next illumination reading. Bye, everyone.